guys, welcome to a new episode of Traveler Encyclopedia. Today we are going to review two of the most unknown and interesting countries in the world. My name is Abby and my partner Danny. First, we are going to start with Japan. Some curious facts about this country is that there are more seniors than kids. This is a big problem in this country because there is a lack of childbirth. This is because of the people that don't have time and they have no time and don't have money to form a family. The Japanese islands of Okinawa have one of the world's longest lifespans. Two Japanese people can have 117 years and the other 116 years old. Second, has one of the world's lowest crime rates. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. So if you want to live in a place where is no crime and you want to go out of your house, you have a good option to move here to Japan. The most common crimes here include stealing bicycles or umbrellas in stores, so it is not biggest crimes like here in Mexico. The third one is that Japan consists on 6,852 islands. Did you know there are more of 6,000 islands in this country? The four biggest islands are Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku, which together makes up about 97% of all of this country. This education has formed part of the culture of cleaning. So in this country, the cleaning is very important for them. One example of this is that the child in the schools don't have people that help them to clean the school. That's because they clean the toilets and the classroom by themselves. A curious fact about it is that more than 1,500 earthquakes a year are in Japan. Luckily for them, there are smaller shakes, so there as well that reaches more than 8 on the Richter scale. More than 3,000 restaurants of McDonald's are in this country. This is in the second place of the most succursals in the world. The first one is United States. But this is rare because you don't see obese people walking around these cities. Many Japanese eat ready-made breakfast or dinner from a supermarket. And you can buy your food in the supermarkets like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson's. And this is no, this is good thing for the people that live there because many of them, because of their work or because they are very busy there, they don't have time to make their own food, so they go to the supermarkets and buy their food. And then we have 10 quick facts about Japan. The first one is that more than 2 billion manga magazines and books are being sold each year. 2. Literacy by Japanese youth is almost 100%, which is among the highest in the world. 3. They eat more than 17 million tons of fish per year, more than any other country. 4. Suicide is a big problem in the Japanese society. 5. They are cultivating square melons because it is easier to start them. 6. There are cafes where the staff is dressed up as French maids. 7. Capsule hotels are available in most bigger cities. 8. Their capital, like you know, is Tokyo, and that is the biggest city in the world. 9. When you go to the bathroom or toilet, you are supposed to wear special slippers. 10. Sometimes the trains are so packed that a train attendant needs to solve the passenger inside to close the door. Well, this is all for this video of Japan. But then we have my other partner that will teach you more about another country that you will see it later. Bye!
Welcome back to my part, and we're going to talk about Myanmar, one of the most intriguing, mysterious, and beautiful countries among the Asian continent. In fact, not many people know this country because it was at civil wars, independence, etc. So I will give you a little bit facts and information in case you have plans of travel or tourist among these these golden pagodas. So let's start with with their history. Myanmar was colonized by the British Army in 1824 and remained under their rule until the Second World with the Japan invasion, and it became mostly a war zone, a battle war zone. Burma, the capital of Myanmar, achieved the independence in 1948. Now, religion. Most of the country practice Buddhism, and it is considered the national religion, with a monastic population of half a million and a half. This small percentage of non-Buddhists include Christians, Muslims, and Hinduism, who face religious discrimination and obstruction. Now, culture. Also, range of the indigenous cultures exist in Burma: the Kachin and Chin, several hill tribes located in the north of Myanmar, and in these traditional villages, we can find several monasteries, chests, and cultural life among the Buddhism religious. However, elements of the Western culture were assimilated under British colonial rule, uh, which this means the education system being modeled along similar lines, and colonial architecture is still in evidence in majority cities. Well, the capital Burma is also known because of the nature. Uh, it is characterized to find a lot of fish and mammals, but it is probably best known for its elephants, manatees, wild buffalo, tigers, and leopards. Over 800 species of birds um, make it an ornithologist paradise. Now, Myanmar, one Myanmar curious fact is about their landscapes. That we can find a rich variety of every type of, of landscape in this country, like mountains. An example of these are the Himalayas, the Hendwan Mountain, the Rakine Homaya, the Bagoyoma, the Shan Hills, and the Tenesarin Hills. Um, Between these, we can also find definitely forest, and some fertile valleys, or glorious beaches, having 1,830 kilometers of contiguous coastline along the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. Now, getting more close to the culture, and um, getting to know how these people used to live, or the form of they interact with the society. Um, let's let's watch a little bit of their cuisine. Where their cuisine is characterized by extensive use of fish, squids, and sometimes nagapi. That it is a fermented seafood. Their traditional breakfast dish in Myanmar is a mohinga. Uh, that it is a seafood. Commonly, the commonly ingredients are any kind of fish and rice. Then the sports. We can watch that. Well, as I said 2 seconds ago, the national sport is the football, play in all over the country, even in villages or pagodas that are a type of central Buddhism. And finally, we conclude with art. Um, the traditional art concepts are popular and respected because all of people all over the world aboard these paintings, sculptures, and etc. Their techniques or well, the techniques are characterized by the use of contemporary instruments and such uh, that kind of stuff. And let's finish. Um, finally, we conclude this episode, and hope you enjoy it. Watch. Comment down below if you want more videos like this or more interactive. I don't know. And thank you for watching. See you.